Hello, Virgo. Thank you for coming to Dragonfly Soul Tarot. I have shuffled, and I will be cutting the cards for my darling Virgos. There we go. Okay, so what I'm doing today is kind of a mid-year reading. It's going to be 3 cards for the energy that you have dealt with to date, 3 cards for the present energy, and 3 cards to show where we are going. Okay, so the first card is the Emperor. All right, second card, 9 of Wands. Third card, 6 of Swords. Current energy, King of Wands. 8 of Coins. 10 of Swords. Ace of Swords, the future. 3 of Cups. And the Page of Swords. Wow, okay. There was some really big domineering force in your life over the first 6 months of the year. The Emperor does kind of lord over his subjects, and it was a time for you to rest and reflect and see how far you've come. You have worked very hard under the command of this Emperor, but perhaps it's time for you to be looking for wider horizons. So it just seems like you're at a place where you have succeeded in conquering the overpowering energy of the Emperor, and now you're thinking about, you're setting your sights higher. You're setting your sights in terms of maybe looking to release yourself from this overbearing energy. It could be in a lateral move, or it could be in a move towards something that is something that you've always dreamed about. We have the 6 of Water, 6 of Swords, moving you towards this dreamy state. I see a lot of pride here in having dealt with this. It was just very, very challenging for you, and you succeeded in overcoming that challenge, and now you have other challenges in sight. You feel like you can conquer anything. So let's see where you are now. Here you are, the conqueror, the king of wands, and it seems like you want to move forward, but at this point you are just overwhelmed by obligations, with work, with other people, with projects. It's just not a good time for you to be implementing this plan to move ahead. So you want to move ahead, you want to move forward, but you're still under this, what is he called? Emperor. Emperor energy. Oh my God, I can't talk. I need coffee or something. So yeah, you're stuck. You're stuck. You have all these ideas. You want to move forward. You're ready to move forward, but you're just so into it. The day to day, the constant obligations, and feeling. Oh, look at the look of exhaustion on this man's face. Is that going to focus? Focus, please. Look at the look of exhaustion on this man's face just at the end of the day. Just too much to put this into action. You want to move forward, but it's just so much right now. What are you going to do for the next 6 months? You're going to plan. There is planning involved here. You have this grand idea, and you are, by the end of the year, you're ready to start putting it down and really making your strategy, putting together your strategy. There's going to be a lot more relaxation in the meantime. There's a little bit of, there's some celebration with friends, and um, enjoying yourself. It's going to be a lovely summer and fall for you. A lot of spending time with family, but in the background, there's always going to be this idea brewing. And by the end of the year, you're going to be ready to make that move to, or at least start putting pen to paper and strategizing where to go next. So for now, you are overwhelmed and you're looking to release some of that pent up stress. So this is also a possibility that something big may just fall into your lap. Something that will be a lot less stressful and able to give you more free time, which is something that you would really love to have, more free time. Keep in mind, though, that nothing is exactly what it seems, right? With one giving up something, giving up this Emperor energy means cutting back on the ability to it may cut back your income. It may cut back in other places where you enjoyed certain luxuries, but you are willing to make that sacrifice in order to release yourself from the stress of the empirical energy, emperor energy. So there has been so much stress coming for you in the first 6 months. And at this point, this may be like a breaking point, saying, I just can't take it anymore. It is just too much. And you assess, with the Ace of Swords, you assess how much you actually need and what you actually want. You want more free time. You are able to cut away something and to sacrifice something in order to get that free time and that reduced amount of stress. And by the end of the year, you are either strategizing how to do it, or you are learning that with cutting back so much, you have to do a balancing act on what is remaining. So if you are downsizing your home, if you are downgrading your career so that you can have more free time, so you don't have as many obligations, you may find that you are juggling a bit more at the end of the year to make it work. If something new comes along, I'm thinking that maybe this might not be as you expected to turn out. You were hoping for something less stressful, but it just looked really great on the surface, and it turns out to be maybe not as stressful, but something stressful as well, something that is not that far different. So there is, because of this decision, and if you do take action on this change, it is going to bring about some stress as well. Not as much stress as dealing with the Emperor. So there's the balance. There's how you balance it. Which stress do you take? Do you take the stress of the Emperor, who is lording over you and making you feel like you have to battle every day to succeed? Or do you take this other option here, which comes up in the latter half of the year, and balance the things that you have to do without? So, yeah, it's a choice, Virgo. I know you like your luxuries. I know you like your ability to have a fair amount of money on hand, and in order to enjoy your luxuries, but for that free time, for that reduced stress, you would need to cut back a lot, and that would cause some stress as well, but a different kind of stress. You see what I mean? So which is it? Do you want to be overburdened and overworked, or do you want to budget wisely and have to do without those luxuries that you have become accustomed to? So that is your mid-year reading, Virgo. I hope it was helpful. We'll see you again later, Virgo. Have a good one. Bye-bye.